Hello, Rando fans. Good evening to those of us in the US, Canada, that part of the world. Good morning or afternoon if you happen to be elsewhere. Welcome to another Link to the Past randomizer main tournament race. I am LateBit, and I am joined by, well, no one, unfortunately. We're a little short-handed tonight, but got some good racing for you. We have a Group V match tonight between DukeFireBird and It's Me, Facebones. Both of these runners are 0 and 3. They've unfortunately both hit a couple of brick walls in the top two qualifiers in their group. Hayfield Bay and Top Life have each defeated them. Hayfield has defeated both twice, and Top Life has defeated each one time. So both runners seeking their first win here. This race is going to be Kabuki. Those of you that know casual boots, you're off to a good start already. It's a casual boot start. Assured sword, do the escape sequence. Difference being this is all dungeons goal and it is full key sanity. So we're going to be full clearing for the most part. Alright, we are live in the race time room. The restream should catch up shortly. Quick note on the MSU side, Facebones will be using the, what was it? Give me 1 second here. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Really good MSU. Not quite sure what Duke will be using. Here we go. Oh, that's not foreboding at all. Houses. Well, the Goober said hopes in the race room, so. That was some beautiful sync there for a second. Uncle's got a heart container to give them a little health insurance early on. The other chest and escape just got 20 bucks. Yeah, chat, please do let me know if I need to bump my mic up or down. Because I did have some difficulties today. Got this wire patched back together the best I could. But I think it's okay, but please do let me know if that is not the case. Runners head down into the map chest area of escape, and it's a map, but it is to GT. Equally useless. We do see bomb drops in the guard pack. Facebones is going to snag one of those. And, you know, just in case the guards don't drop any for you, there's a 3-pack in the boomerang chest. So the runners will not be hurting for bombs early on. Duke tried to get that one, but it despawned. Looks like Facebones is going for the 8 slashes on the guard. And we have the Desert Small in Zelda Cell. So if these runners manage to get a book, that may be an interesting early dip. Duke gets the guard down as well and collects that Desert Small. Facebones emerging from the bowels of the castle, and we'll be coming back to the front here momentarily. So a little bit of an execution advantage going to Facebones so far. But this is a tiny, tiny part of the seed. I say that, and then that bonk just happened. And this is, by default, going to have to be the sewers key. There you go. Because if that wasn't the sewers key, we would have a problem. And into the back of escape for Facebones. Piece of heart, a glove, and a TR small. Typically you need a glove to get into the back of escape, but the tables have turned in this case. Question from chat regarding the MSU. It is in fact 3 houses. Sank chest, that's 3 more bombs. So it's looking like Facebones is going to get out of escape about 25-ish seconds ahead of Duke. And of course, in a standard boot start mode, the meta is to just immediately put these boots to use after escape. Facebones opting not to peek at Lumberjack. Interesting. I think I saw a little bit of rando brain from Facebones there. I think he was going to peek into the thief's hideout. Alright, Duke pulls a little bit of magic from the tree. And our crab prize is hearts. That could be decent early on. Somebody left a cape laying in the forest. Lumberjack's dead. Oh, Facebones is in fact going to loop back around and peek at Lumberjack here. Doesn't get much deader than that. And Facebones is heading straight up the mountain, out of logic. Interesting. Going for an early play here. Looks like Duke will be opting to stick a little closer to the logic and check out Kakariko. And Facebones will be emerging from the mountain with an old man in tow. There he is. Meanwhile, Duke is clearing out Blind's Hut right now. Not much. Yeah, this Skullwood's big is not great, but at least you found it before you cleared the rest of Skull. So there's that. Okay, a big 300 early on in the back of Blind's Hut. That's nice. And that's an Ice Rod on Spec Rock. And a big key inside Spec Rock. Okay. Divergence potentially paying off for both runners here. Duke dropping into the well here. While Facebones chases down that big key inside Spec Rock. CT small in the back of the well, that's going to be required, and that big key is to Meyer. Oh, Duke didn't quite delete the chicken. Got him stuck in the wall. And got a small key to Skullwoods for his effort. Facebones pulls that mushroom from Blind's Hut. I think that was a whole lot of nothing in the back of the bar. It looked like a compass or something. Somebody left a small key in the library. What's that? A pot small. So these runners are going to have that book that I alluded to during the escape sequence. So Desert Tip might not be too terrible of an idea here. It's 4 checks all in logic. It's common for runners to just blind check a race game in key sanity modes because it's more likely to contain progression. And in this case, it contained the pod big. Looks like Duke's heading south. Question is, east or west from here? Maybe both. Facebones getting that skull small out of the chicken hut. Gonna get a dam check from Duke here, just a compass inside. And there is a soggy flute at the dam. That is a very nice pickup. Love some early fast travel. Duke's gonna head east to Mini Moldorm Cave at least, and I personally would probably double back after this, but we will see. Very nicely done with the bomb strats on the left side. Got a 2-for-1 special. Rewarded with a hammer and a hook shot. And another pod small. So very nice Mini Moldorm Cave. Ooh, Ice Rod Cave with an inactive flute in hand. I don't know about this one. Meanwhile, Facebones not really diverging, just kind of cleaning up what Duke just did. Okay, the Swamp Small is at Ice Rod Cave. Won't come into play for a bit yet, but nice to have. Now, is Duke going to run this all the way out, or are we going to see some... Okay. Alright, got a Water Walk armed. That's just a map on Hylia Island. I don't think anybody's going to be checking that. Because you got to do it all anyway. Man Under the Bridge has a big key, and it is to Thieves Town. While Facebones has cleared Mini Moldorm Cave, gets that hammer hook shot, and we'll be getting that pod small right there. Yep, this is what I would have done after Mini Moldorm Cave. Got that flute, I want that active, like right now. And Facebones will be activating right around the time Duke's Goose gets loose. And we have double flute activation. Duke is immediately going to take a flight. Yep, going to the mountain is smart here. Facebones may be doing the same thing. Yeah, this is going to be an East DM play. I mean, you got it with a hook shot and a hammer. You know, I might consider just not rescuing the old man until I get my lamp, honestly. But, not my seed to run. Well, Facebones is broken into Paradox Cave, and that's another Skull Small and a mapped skull. Duke sees that ice rod atop Spec Rock and is going to see that big key inside. Alright, Facebones has cleared the 5 chest room of Mini Moldorm. Mini Moldorm? No, that's Paradox. Listen, it's got Mini Moldorms in it and it has 5 chests. It's another Mini Moldorm cave. And it doesn't have anything in it. Good lord. Facebones got the bombs out. Probably going to drop down and... well, maybe not. I might have considered picking up a pack of bombs there, but... Facebone's going to be putting off Spiral Cave. I agree with that for right now. Duke taking a little bit of a beating from the dead rocks and cabbages trying to get to East DM. Facebone's peeking into Hera here. Basement Cage has 50 bucks. You know what? That's fish money. lobby chest here, and then it'll be interesting to see if we're gonna get a Harapot. Looking like the answer is yes. With no big key, I might put this off until I can combo it with something else, but I understand this decision. That's a GT small in the compass chest. Facebones, that was free magic. Why would you not? Presumably because he didn't want to be late to his date with the worm at the top of the tower. Moldorm kind of dancing around that 5-hole, trying to bait Facebones into it, but no such luck. That'll be first boss down for 20 bucks and a crystal. This will be probably a tablet check, and then I imagine crossing this bridge again for Spiral Cave. Okay, so the big key to Hera is Master Sword locked. Information that both of our runners got at pretty much the exact same time. But Duke still has to do Hera. Whereas Facebones already has, so this is going to be a Spiral Cave trip for Facebones. The Spiral Cave payoff is $20. Alright, so now Facebones has a couple of options. This could be a Saha Eastern play, could be an Ice Rod Cave into... Oh, he wants this mushroom out of his inventory. Forgot he has to turn it in first. And the witch has exchanged the mushroom for a big key to Eastern. Okay. Nice pickup. So that's gonna give Facebones 4 in logic checks in Eastern, as opposed to 3. So that would add a value to a dip there. Facebones using his last bomb to blow Ice Rod Cave open. Duke using the hook speed method of Harapotting. Nicely done. Water Walk activated for Facebones. You're going to see that map on Hylia Island and continue on to... Oh, not going to check men under the bridge. Okay, he's going to miss out on that Thieves Town big for a little bit. That could be a problem. Waterfall Fairy has a TR small and a piece of heart. That's going to be Moldorm down for Duke, tying up the dungeon count. I would say crystal count, but we're looking for more than just dungeons in this mode. Facebones booking it for the Scamfish. And in exchange for 500 rupees, we get some love. Who says money can't buy love? Mountain Cave. Oh, what are you doing, Facebones? This could be a Saha Eastern play. Yep. Not totally isolated, but this makes more sense than a desert misadventure right now, I think. Facebones, you have a hook shot. Don't spin speed when you can just hook speed. Work smarter, not harder. Facebones breaking into Saha's closet for 3 bombs, $5, and a bug net. Doesn't even bother to check the green pendant. Which I get, you gotta do everything anyway. But, you know, he's right there, and he clearly wants to talk to you. Okay, that could be these runners' first expected bottle on Desert Ledge. So Duke's already in here, and Facebones will be joining him in short order. Compass chest was the usual nothing. Right side's got blue mail. And some more love. And the torch just had another piece of heart. Did Facebones forget about his small key, or is he just gonna save and quit from in there? Looking like he's gonna save and quit from in there. Duke with another mountain start, and this is probably going to be, yep, turning that mushroom in as well. Facebones picking up that blue mail and that heart container. Oh, he's going to run it out to Agina. Okay. That makes sense. I don't believe Duke has the means to splash the lead here, so this is just going to be a straight ledge, scout, and coughing up of $500. Facebones Batmaning the Agina cave because he knows he's not walking out. There you go. So as is often the case in modes like this, these runners have done a pretty good job of isolating Eastern and first check of Aga Tower. And Facebones, that's heads up. Turned in his good B for another 100 rupees. I like that. And now we get a Sick Kid check, and Sick Kid has another Pod Small. Okay, we have Green Pendant Swap. Duke did stop long enough to talk to Saha and get that information. And it's looking like the runners are going to converge in Eastern. Gotta be honest, I probably would have rushed this immediately after getting that Eastern big. But definitely understand the desert dip. Cannonball chest was a whole lot of nothing. Second chest is another GT small. Third chest, $20. So is it just going to be in the big chest, or are we going to first chest, Castle Tower? Oh, nope, that's the pearl. And Facebones says, you know what? We're 2/3 of the way through the dungeon. I'm going to go ahead and check the big key chest. I probably would have taken the pearl and bounced, because you're going to have to come back anyway. Unless you get a bow out of the big key chest. That is clearly not where the logic expects you to be right now, so, you know. Nice hookshot strats in the, that dark room right there. And the big key chest is just some arrows, so... Dark World access right at half an hour in. And after all that divergence, these runners are about 10 seconds apart. Facebones making an immediate hype cave play here. Johnny's got a piece of heart. 10 arrows. 10 arrows. 300 rupees. And the ice big. Always nice to find that before you go into ice. And Facebones is going to head left from here. No mirror in hand, so unfortunately this is going to be stumpy and a dig game into probably a save and quit unless there's a mirror. Another big key, Turtle Rock. Got a very large assortment of big keys found already. And we know where another one is, it's just Master Sword locked. Alright, Facebones spends 80 at the dig game, gets 50 back. Duke picking up that TR big off of Stumpy and is going to play the same game. Facebones looks like going to be, yep. I don't know that that's needed with 10 hearts and blue mail, but you know. If it keeps you on an even keel, it's worth it. These runners both heading for the Kakariko portal. No fire rod for either one of these runners, but they do have the Skullwoods big key. So that adds value to dipping this. Small keys are mostly for routing, because the front of Skullwoods is all 0 key locked. You can get around the doors using drop downs, and we see that P in the corner, meaning Skullwoods is a pendant. So we have 2 of our 3 pendants found. Duke plays the chess game, gets $50 and a boomerang. Skullwoods big chest has a shield in it. Another map in the pot prison, this one to pod. Duke picking up another bottle out of the brewery. And C-shaped house for Duke is $5. So these runners not hurting for money. Keep finding just a little bit of the time here and there. Duke's going to head into the front of Thieves Town. Does have the big key, but does not have the small key. So 3 out of the 4 checks in the back are going to be out of logic should he choose to head back there. Now that said, my last 2 tournament races have logically required trip to blind cell. So, yeah, your mileage may vary, obviously, but these are just the things that can happen in Rando. Facebones not enjoying his dances with Gibdos. Brings out the trusty hammer. And it's looking like Duke is going to continue on to the back of Thieves. Okay, spicy. Mickey Chest and Skull has a cane of burn us, so some early invulnerability is nice. That's also Spike Cave in logic, should you be one of those sickos that likes to do Spike Cave. They exist, I promise they exist. Facebook. Scouting bumper ledge, just $20. Says no thank you. And he's gonna head back to Village of Outcasts. Thieves Town Attic, just a piece of heart. Gets that bottle out of the brewery that Duke got earlier. And we're about to get a peek at the only thing that's in the logic down here in the basement of Thieves Town. It's another shield. And here's the chest game for Facebones. That's a boomerang. Meanwhile, Duke has returned the maiden to the interrogation room. Oh no, the maiden is not a maiden. Who could have seen this coming? I'm interested to see if Facebones will bail after the front four due to no small key. Nice fight by Duke. That's going to be blind down. And a crystal. French vanilla mitts. Gotta love it. Facebones does opt to death warp out after the first four. I agree with that. Especially after those mitts, there's a lot to take a look at. Hammer peg. Thieves Town Big is under the bridge. That's why Facebones left. He never got that Thieves Town Big. Derp. Don't mind me, chat. It's been a long day of rando. Facebones rescuing the Smith. I'm going to do an immediate turn in here. Run the bonk counter up by 1. Now, I don't know that I would do mirrorless purple chest here, but I do like this quick Smith turn in. Especially for an ether medallion that might be needed. Okay, where to, Facebones? What is... oh, might be doing that mirrorless purple chest. That's a choice. I might want to do other things with those mids, but again, not my seed to run. Dude, picking up that burnout out of the big key chest of Skull. And Duke is fluting away from his mountain start and going where? Oh, this is a sick kid check for that pod small. Alright, purple chest turn in for Facebones here. If this is the mirror, I will eat my words. It is another big key. Oh, to GT. Okay. Facebones fluting to 1. This is probably going to be an East Dart DM play. Gonna check out hammer pegs. Meanwhile, Facebones is traversing Paradox. Gonna get ready to try to pop open TR. 33% chance he can do it. Even if he can't, he'll have the information as to which of the other medallions he needs. 2, 3. Gonna get a Smith turn in from Duke over on the right. And that's gonna be Bombos to open TR tonight. Another TR small and Super Bunny. Where's Duke going here? Oh, is this an early pod dip? Facebones checking out Hookshot Cave. Got a Mire map. Got some bombs. Facebones needs all the bombs he can get. He keeps running low. There's the other boomerang. And heading west from there. This is gonna be Spike Cave. Meanwhile, Duke is paying off the monkey and going into pod. 3 smalls, but no bow. Does have a blue potion, so can do camera unlock if he chooses to do so for 2 more chucks. Okay, fire rod and shooter room. There's our fire source. And Spike Cave does not have the goods tonight, just 50 bucks. And Duke is headed to the bowlock side, so this is going to be either camera unlock or it's like he's trying to get the bottle out. Yeah, broke the door open. There we go. Camera's unlocked. Pull the mimics into position. There you go. Nicely done. First bowlock chest is just some more health. And another GT small. Alright, Duke gonna hop down. Alright, we have a flute to the Mire area from Facebones here. And there's the last shield. And Mire Shed. And it looks like Ether to get into Mire, so Facebones is going to go in there and poke around. Does not have that fire rod from pod, unfortunately, but you know, he only has 1 small key anyway. And it looks like I missed a bow in pod. Because of course. Nice hammer yump from Duke there. Like Duke either not comfortable with fire rod dark turtles or just doesn't want to do it yet. Okay, we have Flippers and Meyer on the bridge chest. I don't know about y'all, but I think I hear the game screaming loud and clear to go to ice with those Flippers. Our big chest has another GT small. Well, that'll solve Facebones' bomb problems for a little bit. Shovel in the spike chest of Meyer. We're gonna get an immediate shovel check from Facebones. While Duke is clearing out Super Bunny, we're on the right. And that is a useless Quake. We need the other two medallions for dungeon access, but we do not need Quake for anything. Unless you really, really don't like Dead Rocks. Facebones is going to be taking the portal south of Link's house here. What is this going to be? Is this pyramid into pod, maybe? I think if you're going... Yeah, I think if you're going from the portal south of Link's house, you're probably hitting up pyramid before pod. Cute rock in the grass. And there's the bombos on pyramid ledge. So now Facebones can open the door and pray that he can hover like he's never hovered before. Since Samaria is still at large. We're gonna get a King's Tomb check from Duke here. While Facebones is making his way to Catfish. Oh, the king died poor. $1. Facebones disturbing Catfish's nap in exchange for a small key. CT2. That is, like many things in this mode, required. This looks like an ice play from Facebones here. Oh, gonna get that Thieves Town from under the bridge. Thieves Town Big Key from under the bridge first. Nice cleanup here. That key could have caused him some problems, but this is a nice cleanup job. Is this a CT1 and possibly 2 check from Duke here? Duke, you don't have enough magic to activate your cape, though. Nope. Ugh. That's rough. Like, obviously, you can just go to the shop here. Yep, there you go. But that's a little bit of a time investment down the drain. Now is he going to try it again, or where are we going? Oh, I'm going to clean up Agina. I tell you, these runners are being gutsy with this thieves sound clear with no small key. I sure hope Samaria's not in the big chest or anything. So Duke's fluting to 3 here. What's this going to be? Maybe finishing Skull Woods with that fire rod. I think I'd probably consider that. Yep, that's what this is going to be. And this is not quite in logic, but it's close. I mean, the bridge chest in the back is in logic, but Moth itself requires all 3 small keys. We don't know where that 3rd small key is, and we don't really care. It's all got to be done anyway. Right, back of Skull Woods has been burned open. Duke gonna do the bridge chest first. I think I would kill the bug and then get this chest in S&Q, but yeah, now you gotta walk it out again. Alright, Maiden in the interrogation room for Facebones. 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Still on script, even with that hit that he took. A little off script in phase 3, but that is blind down for Facebones. And that's going to tie the dungeon count up. But only briefly, because Duke is about to drop into Mothula right here. Moth staying off the spikes for the most part. This is some pretty friendly RNG. Very nice fight. Moth is down for Duke, and that's going to be a 3rd dungeon for Duke and a red pendant. And here's the ice play for Facebones. I like this. Fire Rod would speed this up a little bit, but Bombos will get the job done in here. Okay, not sure what Duke has planned that warrants walking out of Skull Woods. Is this going all the way to... Nope. Thought maybe it would be going all the way to Catfish, but that is not what's on the agenda. Eastern map and Pangators for Facebones. Oh, this is a purple chest grab for Duke. Got the GT big out of the lunchbox. Facebones. Correctly remembering that he is better off bomb jumping here, so that he doesn't have to do the silly block puzzle to get a block for that final switch. If he had Samaria, it would be a different story. Duke is gonna finish up Eastern. Happy hour mark, by the way. Facebones does not have a small key, so logically we'll have to hook shot across this jellyfish-filled room if he would like access to the right side. Duke is lighting half of Eastern Palace on fire over there. Enjoying that fire rod a little too much. Just a piece of heart in the atrium for Facebones. Duke clearing out his last few rooms before Armos. Ah, mirror in the icebreaker chest of ice. Oh, there's Swamp Palace wide open. Nice setup for the quick kill by Duke. And got it. Not as clean as you might see from say a Q1 player, but still very well done. Got the job done. Oh, and ice small in ice. Great. Great. And yet another pod small in the big chest of ice. And it's looking like Duke may have decided... Oh, nope. Maybe not. This is pyramid for sure, possibly catfish as well. And there's that Bombos medallion for Duke. Half magic and iced tea. My personal favorite as far as quality of life goes. You give me half magic, I will almost never need a bottle ever again. Almost. There are some rough Ganon loadouts that might still call for one, but for the most part, half magic gets me where I need to go. Alright, Facebone's about to drop into Cold Stare, and Duke about to get the bad news about Catfish. I guess it's not terrible news, since it means it won't be a CT2 hunt. And it also won't be an Ice Rod hunt once Duke gets that mirror out of Ice Palace. So what is the hunt going to be? Facebones playing it safe, chugging that blue potion after taking a puff hug, or 2, or 3. That is Cold Stare down for Facebones, and that's the third Skullwood Small. So Moth is in logic as soon as Facebones gets that Fire Rod out of Shooter Room and Pod. Meanwhile, Duke has broken into Mire. Does have a fire source, so good chance we will see some checks that we did not see from Facebones in here. Yeah, Facebones has that mirror and says, yeah, I'm immediately going to Swamp. Speaking of Swamp, there's the Flippers off the bridge chest and Mire for Duke. And shovel in the spike chest of Mire again for Duke. Oh, I don't love doing Swamp this early, but I completely understand the allure right now. I just don't want to have to think about left side if I'm in this position. Duke opting not to do the Firelock checks. Interesting. And there's Samaria in second chest Swamp. Of course. So these runners have the TR big. They both know where the Ice Rod is. And Fire Rod is freely available as well. I hope everybody likes Hammer Trinex, because I might foresee that fairly soon. Oh, Duke was doing some different Mire routing. We are getting the Firelock checks here. I missed the first one, but cutscene chest is opening right now. There's TR4 in the south chest of Swamp Palace. And Facebones leaving nothing to chance is going left side Swamp right now. Where was Swamp Small? You know what? That's actually a good question. Let me check. We got one eye scouring the VOD here and another. Checking out these new checks in Swamp. 20 bucks. And the sand cart. It's never left side Swamp, kids. Don't do it. Swamp Small in Ice Rod Cave. There it is. Yeah, no juice yet in Juicetown, unfortunately, but that's not to say Viddy can't have anything. And we get to see Bomb Diver down, even though Facebones has Samaria. I've spoken to him about this, and he just prefers Bomb Diver down. And there's our other bow. Is that our logical first bow? I didn't notice if the bow and pod is 4 key or 6 key locked. I think it's 4. Maybe chat was paying more attention than I was. Alright, Fighter Sword Argus, everybody's favorite. I rest my case. Facebones says, you know what, I'm just not on it tonight, let's just pull one at a time. And sometimes it's like that. Unfortunately, no rods in hand for Facebones, so next best option is Hammer Argus. Which, you know, satisfying, but not as quick. That is 4 Hammer Squashes for Argus, and there's our green pendant. Where was the mirror? You will see it in about 20 seconds here. It's in the icebreaker chest. So, not terribly late to it, but definitely a pain point. Do the runners have clean hands? Gamma, look at Thieves Town on their trackers. Look at Thieves Town. Question answered. Samaria is second chest Swamp. So Duke will be getting that in short order as well, since he just picked that mirror up. Yeah, there's unfriendly stuff going on in this seed. And Facebones is going to take his first trip to pod here. Four small keys, big key, bow, hammer. Yep, this is going to be nearly a full clear. And gonna sneak a green pendant turn in here as well. Green pendant for green goo. Seems good. I think he just liquefied the pendant and gave it back. There's that half magic and iced tea. Yeah, I wouldn't say Facebones is allergic to 216 modes. I think he's just always at risk of falling asleep. Because he's not the biggest fan of full clear modes. Which begs the question, why does he play cross keys every Monday night? Duke dropping down into cold stare here. You assume correctly, Gamma. Fire Rod is in the shooter chest. Cold stare down for Duke. He's briefly going to take the dungeon count lead again. Honestly, home, at this point, I think for a lot of us, MMM is just a tradition that we can't break free of. Like it's taken us hostage, and we've grown sympathetic to it. You need to come back. It's been a minute since the Forbidden Place has been required. It was just a streak of bad luck. Alright, Facebones ties the dungeon count back up with that Armos kill. Duke is about to stumble into that Samaria. There you go. So Facebones will be able to do 13 out of 14 here. And going to be pleased with the results, I think. Because going to get that fire rod right there, plus silvers are going to be in the back. I've seen him do it. And I swear I looked in the mirror and just saw my soul die a little bit more each time. Oh, yeah, there's a fifth pod small in pod. So 14 out of 14. Who could have foreseen a pod small in pod? That never happens. There was some small key over here, I can't remember what. Ah, GT. Yep, going straight to the boss from right side. Yeah, this is objectively the correct play. Won't be missing out on much by not having those silvers from the back. Both these runners getting a hard learned lesson tonight. It's never left side swamp. Don't do it. That's out of bounds. And really should result in a disqualification. STR4 for Duke in the south chest of swamp. Very nice turtle room from Facebones there. Yes, home. That would be the gentlemanly thing to do because that is a broken seed. You need to notify the devs so that gets fixed. And run a clean re-race. Facebones takes Helma down and it's gonna go right back in. Last puff, not wanting to play nice with Duke, but there it goes. Good snipe, Argus down. Guess those silvers were 4-key locked. Alright, where's Duke off to now? Oh, is this a big bomb play? This is probably a big bomb. Yep. Facebones gonna go get the big key chest, which is his last check in here. Big bomb, completely useless. It's looking like Duke's gonna go ahead and knock out Castle Tower here, or at least first check. Ew. Ew, that's the Thieves Town Small behind, behind 6-pot Smalls. Red mail in the second chest of Agate Tower. Okay, Duke's gonna continue on and do Fire Rod Agate Tower. I can get behind this. It's not terribly tricky. There's a room or two that can throw you for a loop if you get knocked out of position. Facebones, you did not need that key. That's a fluff that's not even going to count. So these runners know where Ice Rod is. If they're comfortable with Hammer Trinex, they can do that. So between the two runners, looks like we're just in Desert Big for go, and that could just be in GT since Desert's pendant. Ice Rod is sitting on Spec Rock. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Moth has one hit left. Facebones just played it extra safe there with the green goo. And we're getting Bugnet Aga 1 over on Duke's side. I see Gamma approves of that in chat. Facebone's gonna peek at Ped here. Oh. Bottle percent is on Ped. Bottle percent enjoyers, I am sorry, but it is not your night. Facebone's going to go finish up Meyer. So is Duke. We got double Myers. Nice Samaria strats and Mire 2 there from Duke. Got 3 Wizrobes with 1 block. Okay, we got one runner going left, 1 runner going right here. And I think right was the way to go. Looks like Facebones made up some time. Let's rake a strat there from Facebones to get in position. Let's drop that Samaria block. This is going to be a tricky room. It's looking like it's tripping Duke up a little bit. So, Facebone's going to... Oh! Yeah, it's not good. Thankfully not deep in the basement, but still you don't want to die in mire, like anywhere. Viddy's going to be a cakewalk with these silvers for Facebones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tick tock, tick tock. 1, 2. That's a nice ornament for Facebones there. Facebone's going to investigate Checkerboard Cave before heading for TR, it looks like. There you go, Duke. Facebone's playing chicken with the cabbages, and the cabbages won for just a second there. And with this ice rod grab, Facebones is going to be in GT mode. Yeah, Gamma says it's time to get greedy. I agree. I agree. Especially with all 4 GT smalls in your possession, GT is juiced to the gills. You need to get in there. If I only had like 2, it might be a different story. Maybe. But the way this seat is just giving me everything for a full GT clear, yeah, I'm booking it for that. There's our sword. Fire locked in the front of TR because of course. Let's see if Facebones obeys the call of the greed. That's okay. I'm sorry, I had to. The only funnier place that could have been at this point is in Crystal Roller. Looks like Facebones at bare minimum is going to do Lava Chest. Which, you know, okay, but don't do Big Chest and Mimic Cave. Yep, see? You play passively and that's your reward right there. It's go time, man. Yeah, the seed is rewarding those who believe and punishing those who don't. It's as simple as that. Has he realized it? No. Meanwhile, Duke is headed for Helmasaur King. Yeah, he could be flopping for Tempered, in addition to the Desert Big that is definitely going to be in GT. So I get it to an extent, but, you know, there's 27 checks just waiting for you, and ew. Well, I stand corrected, and so does so does Gamma. Yeah, that's nasty. But that's go mode for Facebones. An hour, 38 minutes, we'll call it 10 seconds. Willie Do Hope Room or DM Room? Knowing Facebones, I'm leaning toward yes, but it won't shock me if he feels behind and just says, you know what, I gotta go. I mean, he's got a green goo and 2 blue goos in his possession. It might just be go time for him. Like, yeah, you don't want to do 52 spins, but sometimes the game just doesn't care what you want. I was about to say, Facebones, if you take that door, we're going to have a talk. What is Duke doing here? A couple of mirror checks, it looks like. I hope we see Samaria again, and I need to take notes. Trinex not playing nice for hammer strats. Just keeps like barely stepping out of the hitbox. And Hammer's hitbox is janky enough as it is. There you go. Two, three, 4, 5. Nice fight. Oh, Duke almost took off without that ice rod. But unfortunately, that hesitation made him step back in the portal. But that is 7 crystals for Facebones, meaning we are off to GT. Looking for nothing in particular. But, you know, if you happen to stumble into Temperate up there, great. Yeah, Facebones hasn't made any, like, really big mistakes in this race, so he might feel comfortable enough to just fluff the front of the basement. Oh, nope, it's go time. I love it. I love it. Believe in yourself. Duke is in the TR, but most likely too little too late. Facebones has everything he needs, just needs to... You know, I take that back. This is not as big of a lead as I thought, because Duke did do AGA 1, so he has a CT climb on Facebones. But I do think Facebones still has the lead. Pretty clean gauntlet thus far, aside from sword beams, just, you know, doing sword beam things. Yes, Desert Big is in Mimic Cave, which Gamma specifically said he would be greedy and skip. You can tell me to all you want. Chat logs don't lie. Wow. Okay, dude. You know, on the one hand, props for going down with the ship. On the other, Why did you set the life preservers on fire so that I couldn't escape? Small little oopsie that has just doomed us all. You know, no big deal. No swords thus far. He's got one more shot. Moldorm 2 is down. Are we getting Samaria Ganon? Maybe. It's not a hard no yet. It's a maybe. Duke's gonna pick up that Desert Big and be in go mode. So this is basically going to be a GT climb versus a CT climb. This is not over. Two, three, one. Nice 3-cycle Agatu. Not gonna lie, I thought Facebones was gonna drop in right there. I was about to be very sad. Sword on Landmo? Honestly, yeah, probably. Now, what's going to kill me is when Duke does fluff the front of the basement and gets it tempered. Oh no, Duke skipped Laser Bridge? Yeah, there's no way. There's no way any fluffing is going to take place in GT. You don't fluff Laser Bridge, you're not fluffing GT. Phase 1 of Trinex is done for Duke. Nice fight. Oh, shameful. Oh, Facebones, shameful. Get him in chat if you got him, Lord. For those wondering, Facebones was my league teammate previously. We're good friends. We're just razzing each other. So Facebones actually gets Aga 1 down before Duke starts his GT climb. Oh, Duke is proving me wrong, and oh no! Mirrored before he got that second chest open. Yep, not gonna go to DM. So he's gonna start his climb. Well, Facebones is headed to the back of desert to deal with Landmo. Oh, it's gonna be such a feels bad if that was a sword in Hope Room. Nice double splash with Fire Rod there. That is not the sword on Landmo that we were promised. I don't know where they are. Presumably just buried in the basement of GT. Oh, Facebones, no, just go to 6 and take the portal in S and Q. Or 5, or anything but this. Yeah, Gamma only loans out the beta version. It's very, very buggy. Facebones drops into Ganon at about 153.20-ish. Not getting Samari again. Gamma, do you want to take him to boot camp, or should I? Because this is inexcusable. No, in all seriousness, I know the nerves are kicking in for him. Like, both these guys are 0-3. Both need their first win. They're expecting the dot done any second now, so there's definitely nerves. One stick in the pig. 2 sticks in the pig. 3 sticks in the pig. And 4. 4 sticks in the pig. That's gonna do it. Get GG's in chat. For It's Me Facebones, who is going to take his first win of the group stages with a 155.47 according to race time. GG's. Duke is just now getting Aga 2 down and looks like he's going to go ahead and finish this out. Let's see if we'll be getting Facebones in here. Meanwhile, Duke does remember he still needs to... Oh, that was a sketchy mirror replacement. Duke remembering that he does need to finish Desert. That's on me. I did not hit the done button for Facebones. I'm a clown. Speaking of clowns, hello. GG's.
Thank you so very much. Any swords in chat? That was ridiculous.
It's been a dry sword day. I thought my cross PC was bad, and then this happened.
Yeah, oh my gosh. What a stupid seed. And you know what? I guess this just proves that the way I play 80 keys modes is the seed is trying to screw you because so much of the overworld had required items, such as, you know, purple chest, you know, mimic cave for the go mode key.
We need to talk about that one.
Yeah, there is a lot of ridiculous, like, overworld things that you had to do that are slow and annoying and terrible.
Yeah.
So, about my escape, pretend that you didn't see, like, 3 or 4 bonks. I would like to note that compared to your Kaz Boots race that I calmed a couple of days ago, I got into Hyrule Castle at 59 seconds, and you took 1 minute and 3 seconds, so, shame.
Yeah. But, you know, at least I hook speed going into Aga 1 and not... I don't do what you just did.
I tried to hook speed, it just, I have trouble doing it. I do not know why. Maybe, I don't know if it's my face buttons are starting to wear out a bit, or, if it's just, like, the length of my fingers makes it really tricky to, because I have a really long middle finger, so... Or, no, I should say I have a really long ring finger, so it's kind of really weird to, like, curl my fingers in that piano grip to do, like, hammer dashes and hook speeds and all that.
Yeah, that's completely fair, honestly.
Useful for playing guitar. You know, you can get some extra nice stretches in for an extra fret or something, but, yeah, it's kind of weird with the controller, I don't know. But,
So what I'm hearing is we get you a Guitar Hero controller and you will be unstoppable.
Yeah, you know, if you can get, like, a D-pad on one of those things, I'm not sure how you would do that, but...
I do know a runner that runs a lot of games on, like, on quote-unquote controllers such as that. Maybe they can help you out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, what a seed, though. As in, you know, you had to do a lot of ridiculous. It's just low percent. I mean, I did hammer, cold stare, fighter sword, practically everything. A real test.
Yeah, you expect better loadout at endgame for Kabuki Seed, but no, not this time.
Yeah. It sounds like Firebird is saying that the big key got them. Mine too, though. Let's see. Maybe they're gonna hop in too.
Yeah, I just marked them done. I only forgot to mark one of you done.
All good. Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah, because as soon as I marked you done, you were in here in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep, here they come.
Let's see. I believe Duke's here.
Yep, there they are. GG's.
GG.
GG, yep. Nice low percent seed. You imagine if you're 216 in the game, you would imagine you'd have a better loadout than this, but,
What?
just...
Master Sword? Hey. We had silvers.
Yeah. I mean, I did... Yeah,
And Coward
that was...
Veil.
That was, oh no, I didn't get Coward, man. I only had blue.
I ran into red on the way, so I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, so my skips were as follows. I mean, so basically the way I play AD keys is the seed's trying to screw me, so I take care a lot of the overworld, and so I mean the only overworld checks outstanding would be Graveyard Ledge and the Pyramid Fairy. That's it. I did everything else.
Pyramid Fairy's jank, I can tell you that.
And then the Graveyard Ledge, and then the hilarious Tower of Hierarchy on the doormat.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, sure.
Because I beat that dungeon out of logic. So I had the book. So when I went to check it after the dungeon was done, I was just like, oh, that's a very cute. Good.
I actually checked it beforehand. I was like,
yeah,
oh, that's cute. Okay, still going in.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't get Master Sword until the Turtle Rock, so I assume that 2 swords are in GT since there's like practically no other things. I mean, I did skip I've skipped Firelock Mire. I did Mire in the Dark.
I did Dark Mire as well, but I full cleared it.
Yeah, that was one of my GT mode skips. So I mean, that could have gone the other way if it was on the Firelock side. But when we got into when I got into Turtle Rock, and I'm just like thinking about how I'm missing one item, and sure there are 27 in GT, there are also 12 in Turtle Rock, plus the bonus in Mimic Cave, and sure enough, Mimic was the answer along the way. So didn't stop me from fluffing the rest of Turtle Rock because I was greedy for another sword. But
you checked Laser Bridge? Cool.
Yep, I did.
I just went. I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I quote-unquote should have, not be a baby boy coward, but I had the mirror shield and everything, so,
I mean, to be fair, when I went into GT, I did go to Hope Room, and then I inadvertently mirrored in front of the second chest instead of opening it, but then I also checked Porch, and then I just went upstairs. Okay.
I checked neither of those. I immediately went to the climb, so... Yeah, everyone that was wondering what the GT music would be for my pack, sorry, you'll just have to download it and use it. Which, I'm proud of. If people a lot of people use the old Fire Emblem Three Houses pack, and Three Hopes is the Dynasty Warrior style, spin-off game based on Three Houses, and, remixes a lot of those songs, so I think if you're a fan of that, you would be a fan of this pack, too.
Sounds good.
But yeah, my shameless self-promotion, aside from my channel in general, because this is a new channel that I use these days. So a lot of people that think they're following me aren't. So, but yeah, what a seed.
Yep. Yeah, it's like I cleared off everything that requires the lamp, and then we go to the Turtle Rock, and oh hey, lamp. Good
Yeah,
spot.
the lamp. Yeah,
Nice spot.
lamp logic in this seed would be tragic if you're trying to play this. If you're trying to play this structural Mike honest. Um,
Yeah.
because you get sent all over the darn place. I mean, I just thought I had thrown the lamp in the garbage at that point until you pulled it.
Oh,
But
same. I was like, okay, lamp's got to be obviously somewhere easy. I was actually thinking,
yeah,
oh wait, lamp's probably on Graveyard Ledge. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
yeah. I mean, we were running out of things to
Oh,
do.
actually, just looking at the pendant layout, it could have been on pedestal.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did check Ped.
Oh, ooh, do tell.
Yeah, it was just cash.
Ah,
I didn't pull it, but I had the book, and after I
oh yeah,
beat
of course.
Skullwoods, I was just like, well, what if? Because I wasn't in go mode then. I mean, I was close to go, but I'm trying to think. So, I mean, I was very late to pod, so I'm wondering if 8-Bit noticed my moment of hesitation. I brought a green goo sort of early when I had the big key and 3 smalls, and I nearly fluted to pod to go be a degenerate with 3 keys and, potion glitching. I wonder if that was noticed, because then I just went to Vu and played more like a normal person.
So I'm a degenerate. Got it.
Well, if you saw in the comms channel, I did something especially clown in my earlier Kabuki today against Hayfield Bay. I did a kern jump. I had a kern jump when I had nothing available to me aside from Eastern Palace and Zora. So one of those would unlock the seed, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to pod early, haha. Nearly worked, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had a World of Warcraft moment. He's like, purple's better than green. I'm going to purple.
Exactly.
I wish I knew the context of that, because I've never played World of Warcraft. The MMO disease was one that I've fortunately dodged through the years.
Quick version, it's a rarity chain.
Oh, I see.
Green,
So purple
green is uncommon, purple is epic.
Oh, yeah. I see why you would want to go for that kind of style loot over that. Which is why we have a lovely purple mire on my tracker over here. But yeah, GG's. This was a good race. I just want to say thanks to everyone watching on SpeedGaming. I know this is super late in West Coast, and thanks to 8-Bit for calming this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Up at the bleeding edge of bedtime for Orya, and
oh yeah.
Yeah, fortunately, I only need to fall like 2 feet that way into bed.
Oh,
yeah, I'm in a separate room.
I got you beat. I got less than a foot.
Well, I lose there. I'm in a separate room. I was, after 5 years in the community, and you've seen the background being my living room, I've been moved into a spare room, and much cozier in here.
Okay, but where does it say in the rules document that you can't sleep on the floor in there?
I got a pull-out couch.
There you go.
Yeah, that's our sick person sleeping arrangement there. So, but yeah, just want to say thanks again, and I think that's all I can really speak to this seed. I mean, basically, just don't skip anything. Skipping's not allowed until it is. And be bored the entire time until it's time to actually start thinking. Yeah, cool mode. I get to do it one more time against Top Life on Friday morning.
Oh, look at you.
Great, yeah. I got regular old cast boots left on my schedule.
I would kill to do Kaz boots over Kabuki.
You like picking your pendant, huh?
I also like being done 45 minutes sooner. He says as he picks cross keys for the second half of this doubleheader, on Thursday.
I was about to say that. I'm like, yeah, you want to play that. That's why you pick cross keys.
No, it's just because I'm a little sicko, and I'm just addicted to the pain of playing cross keys.
Why do you think Monday night is such a popular time in the rando community?
Listen, you gotta get your shame juice. It's your weekly collection of shame juice by AFG. He will shame you.
Or try to?
No, I got him last week, so I know, guess this is a call out for tomorrow, because I'm sure this will get clipped and sent to him. It's just like, AFG, I shamed him last week, so he's probably thinking, and then it became personal with me, and so he's gonna try to beat the brakes off me.
Yeah. Well, I took podium last week, so I'm gonna expand my call out to everybody else that was off the podium. Come get some.
Yeah, that's right. Well, all right. Have a lovely evening, everyone. And yeah, just check out the schedule. Lots of races tomorrow, and really over the next 2 weeks. People should be scheduling, I hope.
Yep. Just glancing at the schedule, looks like we've got 7 games already lined up tomorrow, and there's always the potential for more, as long as we get the volunteers and the channel availability.
I'll rock and roll. I guess I'll catch you all soon. Have a lovely night.
Yep. GG's. Thanks for putting on a great race.
Yep. GG's, and thanks everybody for coming.
GG's.
And it's looking like that's gonna do it for this episode of Speed Gaming. Again, follow the Speed Gaming network of channels, because as I said, we have already 7 games that have a channel assigned for this tournament tomorrow. And again, more could pop up depending on volunteers and availability. And y'all enjoy the rest of your night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is in your time of the world.